Okay, welcome to Division 3, Round 1, Catalonia Raceway of the RaceonOz forums. Go there, connect. I'm unprofessional, average at best. Let's get the race started. As you can see, in pole we got Anders, followed by Blunty. Then Controller God, previous round winner a couple of rounds ago in Div 3. Then you got Some Unknown Blow In, Dash Vanguard in 5th, Hodges in 6th, Vards come back from a long hiatus is in 7th, Brendan Stimpy currently in 8th, qualified in 8th. Easy Prey, second one of our reserve drivers. Don't forget that reserve drivers are necessary. Always give them a big thank you for joining the group. Brits Lightning, Bones Lightning, 10th. Subi Scott in 11th. Report 12th, and good old Arnold rounds out 13. Possible 16 people in this field, a few called in sick. Well, before we get started, let's get this race in the way. And don't forget, I'm average at best. All lights are red, and it is go. Oh, good start. We're currently, oh my lord, looks like we're 15 wide on a 13 car track. Or 13 car grid. And Anders first round the corner. Any other issue? Oh my god, everyone's everywhere. What has happened there? Anyway, we've now up to somehow Controller God has made the most of that and has now hit the lead. Dash Vanguard snuck up from 7th to 3rd. Vards, yep, going everywhere. Easy Prey. Now running with Easy Prey, just seeing what was going on back there. I might do a replay just to annoy the crap out of all of you. See if we can get a good view from... Oh, keep going back. Alright, looking at the back, we are with Brendan Stimpy. See what he gets to see from his point of view. Right, okay, a big cluster there. Like we were easily 3-4 car wide, bumping and shoving, and Blunty, who was up there in second, as well, he came out well 13th best out of all that. A lot of work for him to come up with to catch up with the group. Anyway, back with the lead. Controller God leading the throw with closely behind Anders. Dash Vanguard in 3rd. Oh, Vards is making a big move on the inside there. Great, so just a little bit of touching, but all got through nice and fine. Alright, Dash Vanguard, we're riding with him. He's there, sitting in 3rd. Vards is making a challenge, no. Dash Vanguard's still running in 3rd. We're just watching this incident from earlier before. Running around a nice purple livery. Okay, what we got there. Vards is taking a big dive up on the inside. Well done, and the duck follows through and gets it done. No touching done, no. The duck is not that good. So Vards, Dash Vanguard, as a go back at it, knocks Vards out of the way. And there you go. 3 people go through, and Vanguard ends up being further away from the Vanguard, as this is going to be the completion of the first lap. What are the positions at the moment? Currently, Controller God coming around the tricky second last corner, then up to the big sweeping final corner. Completes this lap. in first place, or 1:56.995, followed by Anders, Vards. Okay, we have here report right up Arnold's Kalaka. It has a dive up onto the grass, and yep, that's all over Nurse. That was his unfortunate case. Now he's got some catching up to do, but as you can see, Blunty is already making up on Arnold, giving Arnold some pressure. Those of you who are unfortunate enough to be watching my poor commentary, but like to enjoy to have nice close driving with respectable drivers all around, go to roos.com, look up RaceonOz.com on Google or your preferred search engine. You will find the guys. Don't forget, say hi, and maybe next season, this is a 7-round season, you might be able to join in. Not 100% sure of the rules of reserve drivers during the current running season, but yep, every Sunday night, 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, the races are on. Right, Controller God still fighting, wrestling that car around the final corner, and it's giving Anders a bit of a sniff of his slipstream. So it could be race on for these two. Alright, yeah, we won't worry about him. Vards is filing right up there, giving a challenge. This could be the race here between, for third place, we got easily probably half a second between third and 6th, maybe even 7th. So down to 7th, there is Dash Vanguard, not letting up, not letting go, and even still, Hodges is right there, 8th. Yep, bulk of the fighting starts from 3rd place and goes right down to 11. Blunty is still hanging in there, making his way through. He must have got around Arnold one way or another. He didn't let me know where he got it done, so I'll worry about it later if he really wants me to add it into my later on edit. Brendan Stimpy around turn 1. Fight for 5th position here between two other cars. Hodges is there, hanging a little bit wide around the corner, unless it's his preferred line. Brendan Stimpy got a lot of good run there on Easy Prey, and outbraking Easy Prey. This is good work by Brendan. Really now right up onto the bumper of Easy Prey. Easy Prey defending, Brendan going around the outside, and to get the job done. Oh, great stuff there. But he's now got, again, the outside run. This is great fighting here. Good defending here by Easy Prey, still holding out, but Brendan has now got the inside run and finally gets the job done. And Hodges, oh no, Easy Prey back at it. This is hardcore fighting here, and that is well done. Poor Brendan, after all that fighting and squabbling, comes out 3rd out of that. Hodges is the big benefactor of all that hustling and bustling, and we're back with Easy Prey. So that was a good tussle. It's only 6 laps in. Good solid fight racing here by the 3 guys. All back into the slipstream. These cars do give out slipstream. He'd probably admit himself, hey, doing the big fang there, trying his guts out to try and get to the up there behind Arnold, reminiscent of Tokyo Drift, even though I've never seen the movie. He is absolutely fighting tooth and nail to make a race of this. As in, like most races, you'll find just one small mistake and it can cost you the race. Especially earlier on, it can even cost you a million positions. Report making the best effort to make at least a race of this. With Arnold, we're racing with Arnold, German silver Porsche, very beautiful looking vehicle. Just having a quick look to see if there's any bumps and scratches on there. No. I think Arnold does have pride in the way he drives. Make sure he's not involved in any incident. I think if there was any incident involved with Arnold, it's never his fault. And I mean that in the right way. And is throwing it around the track. Comes up to this here and full on drift style in his own words around the corner there. Really a highlight for him. Take notice. Blunty is made up to 9th, so after his unfortunate turn 1 misfortunes, he is fighting his way up the track. 3/4, well, at lap 8, he must be either short shifting or well, according to the replay, he's not shifting at all. I don't know what the rev limiter is saying, but he must be fuel mapping or doing some good fuel saving there. Let's just have a look at what Easy Prey in 8th is on. Yep, he's half full, so this could be interesting things from Lunty in this. He must be going for a 0 stopper. Look ahead for this one. Even though I know the result of the race, this could be interesting. Easy Prey still pushing hard down there. Got a little bit of work to do. Dash Vanguard, okay, his first, I'm looking at his bloody time. He just cracked the 150 and a half. So that his previous lap was his fastest thing. He is pushing the car half tank. I think he's going for at least a 1-stopper. 7th, and really hooking in. He's hunting down Hodges, but even just here I can see him catching up. It's great work there. Hodges, it's 155, so it was his fastest, but his last lap was a 154.6. Hooking along well. Great hustle by him. And as in with most races, consistency is usually the winner here. If you can pull out consistent numbers all the time, you'll find yourself up at the pointy end. Anders coming around the final corner and pushing off down, cracking the 149. So, well, I assume doesn't give me his time. His lap 10 was 149 and a half. This one was faster. Let's just say 149 and less than a half. So he's just cracked his fastest lap. He too must be doing a single stopper. Not quite halfway through the race, but he is just past full. He has just put in a purple time, so he is really throwing the car in, putting the challenge out to controller to see if he can reel in controller. Let's see what the fuel is like on controller. It's actually lower, so this is going to be interesting. So somehow Anders is there or thereabouts in second place, got more fuel, possibly an extra 2 or 3 laps. Not that I know what the final result will be in this. Controller throwing the car around, using every single millimetre of the track. Hey, and then I've just put the curse upon him as he flings out of control and catches it perfectly tidy there, at least to say the best, but might have cost him a couple of attempts. But pulls out the fastest. Okay, so lap 9, Control of God, fastest man on the track, 1:49.1. Oh, okay, taking a lot off there, and oh dear, what has happened here? Oh, that's not how you do it. There has got to be something there. Hunched over the dribble. I do hope he's alright. His foot's also on the accelerator. Okay. News is, okay, he's got it back. What had happened is his vision faulted out. Not good. But it looks like he's got something back. But now a lot of work to make up. Unfortunate, very, very unfortunate there that technology this day and age fails still again. Alright, pulling off a purple sector there, letting everyone know he's got control. And a very crunchy looking Mirage livery. Those who don't know Mirage, you haven't watched the latest Transformers movie. If you want to know, yes, I did ask the stewards if I can have the G1 Mirage in the retro round. But sadly, they said no. So look it up. And it's absolutely throwing the beans out of it. Oh, let me just see if there's anyone that's gone in the pits. No. Controller God believes he's still got another lap in it. He's going to have to pull it in now. So this will be his last lap before fueling. Anders, my estimate's as good as yours, probably got about 3. This guy here, he's probably got another lap in him. Vards, maybe another lap in him as well. Definitely Brendan will need to pit. He has shot the fuel out of the exhaust pipe really hard for this race. Pitting, Hodges likely, it's not flashing. Vanguard, maybe 2 or 3 more laps out of him. He's looking good. Now, thinking of that, when we get to Blunty, we'll see how much he's got left in the fuel. Easy Prey has got fuel. Blunty, here we go. Blunty right up behind. It's still got half a tank to go. With less than a half, he is not pitting at all. So where Blunty comes out at the end of the people pitting, it will be an interesting setup in the race. Bones Lightning, he will have to pit. If he gets another lap out of this, I'll be very surprised. Oakley Trim and an Oakley Orange, if that's ever such a thing. Actually looking at it, big Scottish flag on the side of his car. It must be somebody's livery. Now I just need Bones to tell me which guy it is so I get the story right. Subi in purple. His fuel, yep, he'll probably have to pit. Maybe one more lap because I'm coming to the last corner of the race. Arnold definitely will have to pit. He might even have to push the car Peter Brock style at Bathurst. 79, 78. The Tirana ran out of fuel, he had to push it in the pits, and there you go, Arnold into the pits. Now I've probably missed out on all the good action. So leading the race is Anders. As we predicted, he probably had an extra lap in him. Followed by Vanguard, who's racing another lap. Blunty way up into 3rd, but even still, it looks like he won't have to pit. Those 2 in front of him definitely will have to pit. So Blunty is in a perfect position to take the race lead. And considering that he is fuel saving, just looking at his times, he's still there or thereabouts up with the leaders. It's possibly the leaders when they come out of the pits, with pits by memory are 30-second delay time, plus getting back up to race speed. That's going to be a lot of work to catch up in the last 9 laps of the race. So this is great strategy here by Blunty to get to this position. Considering that he had a terrible first corner. He has made up a lot of ground. It's good work to the guys. Everyone on the hill here should be cheering him as he goes around the corner. No, I don't hear him. But, don't know, Spanish is just sometimes different. Anyway, my sentimental favourite. Oh, yep, there you go. Cheers from the crowd. My sentimental favourite, Blunty. For such misfortunes at the beginning, he is making something back from this. Good work, son. Controller God back in the fourth. Well, back in the fourth, never was really fourth, but in fourth. So after his pit stop, he's up there in fourth. Now hunting down the guy in third, Blunty. Now, will fuel saving make a difference? And well, we've got this guy here as well, making a challenge in Controller God, but I'm sure you're not interested in him. Got Vards 6th, but there is a big gap behind there. Brendan Stimpy making a challenge on 6th. This is a good, close challenge here. Even though the race is 16 laps in, this is Division 3 in our group. You can see that the close racing is still there, and we haven't got any outliers of stupidity. There's no burnouts. It's good racing by everyone. Right, Hodges, who's not too far behind, easily could make up ground on behind Brendan. With less than 8 laps to go. We've got Anders pitting in. I've just noticed that as I'm going through the list. So Anders is pitting in, which will give us indication of where Blunty is. We'll just watch Blunty in this situation. Where will he come after Anders pops out? So, as Blunty comes around to his final corner of the race, we'll see. And Anders is just filling up. How much is he going to fill up to? Doesn't matter. Blunty has taken the lead. Anders is now still in the pit lane. Controller God is up to 3rd. Anders is back on the track, but now has to get tyres up to temperature. And where do we have Controller? Controller is not that far behind him, with Mirage right up behind him. This could be interesting if we can get Controller to latch onto the back of Anders, who, oops, wrong direction, get up to Blunty. It could be a good hardcore race for 4th position. And what do I see there? Oh, poor Rabort. He could get lapped as a back marker here. Now this might add more spice to the mix, as Viper would say. A back marker here with as 3 other cars starting to close in on 1st position. It might add more mess to the fray. And how do you do it, Viper, when you just waffle on about a race over and over and over again and sound excited? Well, we're talking of Bathurst with Chas Mostert hunting down Jamie Winker, and this is what it's looking like now. All Blunty can do is block, make that Porsche as wide as possible. Well, talking about spice and back markers, Rabort just lets them go through and lets the fight go. But Anders not giving up without a fight. is having a chuff at it, having a real go at it. And the other two who are tracking this couple down are there or thereabouts. The duck has got around controller. Controller is chasing down the duck. So here we go, up back there. Report gives room for duck. Duck goes, no, I want your slipstreams, mate. And then goes for the go. Well played. Will he make the corner? No, Report breaks and lets him through. Always good to see when back markers help out. Still feel part of the race. Alright, controller now has to get around the back marker, around the outside. Bought a bit of dirt, makes it through, and the race is back on. So Report now has the pleasure of being spectator of this four-way race by the looks of it. The duck makes it through. Anders, break inside dive somehow. Anders is now into third, fights back, gets the inside line there, and does he take it back? No, a bit too much dirt, and lets controller through. This is now Race On for first, controller in third, Mirage in second, and first we have Blunty. Blunty's still there. 19 laps of 24, so still less than 5 laps to go. Blunty, not much fuel in the reserve. Can he push hard to get away from these guys? I doubt it. The others, they've got fuel in reserve. They can really push him hard. So a bit of a gap here. I don't think the person in second is going to be able to chase him down on this straight. Just, yep, not close enough to pull in the Blunty this time round. But in the S's here, let's see how things go about. Alright, Mirage is right up on the tailpipe now. He is there now. So made some sort of, maybe it was just a mirage. Now goes up around the inside, tried to get around the widest Porsche ever. Blocked out well by Blunty. Gives the others a chance to catch up. Now this is a solid race. Again, Blunty blocking. Making it very difficult for everyone else to pass him. He knows that those guys are there, and he knows once they're around him, he hasn't got much chance to reel them back. It is fight on. So Mirage is challenging, Controller's there, Anders there. It's a four-way race for first. Oh, the duck going around the outside. Controller goes on the inside, and oh, bit of touch, shove, and Blunty's still there. Controller comes in second. What a big move that was. Will I show it on the replay? No. Do I have the skills to do it? No. So now Controller is now behind Blunty, but this time on the final corner, he does look like he's close enough to chase down Blunty and possibly take the lead. Oh, Anders out in the dirt. Will that make the car less stable in the first corner? As it's now slipstream, and Controller goes to the dive. He's got the inside line. And the duck also in there. Blunty closes the door, does he? Yes, he does. And in through goes Anders. So now, no, first is Controller, second is Blunty, Mirage in third, fourth is Anders. Action is aplenty. Back with Controller, who is pacing out the lead. Even with all that fighting and toing and throwing, still posted a 150. So there is still good pace, even when they're fighting for leads. Not much time has been lost. Blunty is second in the world's widest Porsche. I can assure you that. Very hard to get around a guy who's blocking really well and knows every corner of the track and where to block. It's time now. Duck tried to go outside, this time goes inside. Blunty goes no, closes the door. Feel that Mirage might have to use his skills from the G1 era and go invisible. That'd be the only way he'll be able to get around Blunty. Blocking really hard from Blunty. Right, and all this toing and throwing is giving controller breathing space. Already 5 car lengths happening there. So what's going to happen here on this corner? Alright, the Duck goes out for the dive on the inside. Has Blunty got the brakes? Has he got it? No, lets him through. It was always going to happen down there. And Blunty unfortunately goes into third. That leaves now Anders to try and get around Blunty. The question will be is how fast will he be able to get around Blunty? Anders looking for an overtake around the outside or setting himself up. Nope, just to be there behind Blunty and maybe have a challenge for him in the next corner. Dives up on the inside, easy as, gets around, a little bit of a touch but no damage, and unfortunately Blunty, probably perhaps his misfortune on turn 1. No, he's having a go back at him. This is good stuff. So we're looking at 2 laps to go. He's got fumes left in the car, perhaps not a good idea to really throw in it. And as I was saying before, maybe his misfortunes at turn 1 has probably cost him the race. It's so easy to lose it. Alright, we have Anders chasing down Mirage. What's going on here? What, sorry, yeah, that's not how you take the corner, Mirage. That's just going to cost you a position, and probably a good position in the race. And Mirage is having another fight back, but there's just no room there, and the pace is on for the race. Meanwhile, Controller God well and truly out in front. 2 laps to go. He's all but won this race. Cannot see, apart from a catastrophic failure, him losing this one from here. Followed by Anders, but this is a fight on for second between 3 cars. Blunty could still salvage something out of this if the other 2 tangle and come to grief. We have Controller leading the race, coming around to this penultimate corner, right all up to the final corner, as he gives it a bit of a fluffer and comes across in first place, followed by Anders and Duck close behind each other. Blunty just cruises behind 4th, salvages 4th out of a misfortunate thing. Varge in 5th, Brendan in 6th, Hodges in 7th, Vanguard in the bright purple livery, filing it through in 8th. Thank you Selby and Gainsman for this race. Bones Lightning rolling through. Any highlights I missed from you guys down the bottom there? I'm sorry. Oh, what happened there? Subi lost it on the final corner, gives it to Rabort, and that is unfortunate for Subi. Sorry mate. That's just unfortunate luck. Easy prey. Way down on 11th. He must have had some misfortunes later on in the race. Arnold in 12th. abort 13th because I forgot.